Christopher Morris, and this is my 23rd year at the League of New Hampshire Craftsman Fair. And I used to do shows for a living. I can tell you this truly is one of the best fairs in the nation. It's on the top 10 list of most fair lists, and it is a very high quality event. I'm happy to be here. I live in Grafton, New Hampshire, and have a website at oculuspress.com. I also run an enrichment program with the public schools called Experiencing the Arts. These are my two newest etchings here, Second Wind and Liquidate, and they're both kind of futurist pieces with a lot of movement and energy in them. These are all etchings, so they're done in a metal plate, and the texture of the plate is what holds the different colors. So I have to rub the color ink into the nooks and crannies and little valleys in the plate, and each time I make one I have to completely re-ink and hand wipe them. Liquidate, this little girl was stomping around at the bus circle and was oblivious to hundreds of people watching her, and it occurred to me that she had a recession-proof fun with what she was up to. So I was determined to do the piece. In actuality, it's the same little girl going back and forth and stomping around, but I put her in two different color raincoats for the space of the piece, and got a lot of good energy, and you can see the futurist kind of movement in it. And both of these share a very zigzag composition. There's a, I don't know if that was deliberate, but looking back at it, I had that kind of dynamic in my newest work.
So my name is Carrie Cahill Mulligan, and I'm from Canaan, New Hampshire, and I make knitted felt hats that are all embroidered by hand and lined by hand and felted down each individually to their own size. In the league, this is my 7th year with the booth. My first year I was in Craftware, where I also have some hats. And we're going to win an award this year, given a Door Mill Award, so you can see that over in Craftware. These hats are just fantastic because they're actually functional art to wear. They're great in all kinds of weather, but they are individual in that they're beautiful. And hand signed, dated, and numbered. You can find much more about my hats at ccmhats.com. That's my initials for Carrie Cahill Mulligan. Hats.
Hi, I'm Michelle O'Neill Kincaid, and I'm in Stratford, New Hampshire, and I am a traditional quilter run amok. I started out traditionally trained, and about 35 years later I decided to explode. So I've been doing art quilts, and I like to add texture and beading and all kinds of different fibers, and I teach and I do workshops and trunk shows, and I can be reached phone number 664-2466 in New Hampshire, and I live in Stratford. Again, thank you. I teach through guilds and through shops and in people's homes, or they can come to my home. I'm open to anything, and my website is www.fiberartdesigns.com. Thank you.
My name is Mary Lynn Yannicka. I do 18th and 19th century New England homes out of stoneware clay. They're all slab rolled and hand built and finished to look like old New England houses. I live in Milford, New Hampshire, but my studio is in Wilton, New Hampshire, across from the Wilton Town Hall Theater. I'm downstairs from the, there's a florist upstairs, and I'm downstairs. That's where my studio is.
Hi, I'm Laurie Nichols. I'm a wood carver with the League. This is my work. I've been carving for about 40 years. I do all my carving with this X-Acto knife. Even the large pieces like this are done entirely with this knife. And unlike what most people think, the carving is not the most time-consuming part of my work. The painting and detailing generally takes me more time than the carving does. If I can carve and hold the microphone. Every cut with the carving makes a different noise and has a different vibration. And I really enjoy the carving process and the designing process. If you contact any League craftsperson, if you contact the League, you can always find a way to reach us. And I can also be searched by Google with Laurie Nichols, wood carver in New Hampshire, would find me. This is going to be essentially this. And I do custom cat items for the same price as a finished, where someone sends me a picture of their pet, and then I carve it to look like their pet.
Yeah, my name's Paul Wilson from Wilson Woodworking. I'm located in Windsor, Vermont. I've been making furniture for more than 30 years, and I've been in Windsor for about 12 years. The majority of my work is custom orders. I do larger things like kitchens and built-ins and bedroom sets and dining sets, and then a lot of the small stuff I bring to the crafts fair, and I sell quite a bit of that too. And I also sell through the league shops and a few other stores, and do some online mail order with the small stuff. So most of the wood is cherry. That's the wood of choice these days. And a lot of these pieces, like the bed there, is live edge, which means the bark has been left on it, and that's wood that I harvest myself. It's native Vermont cherry, and I get a guy with a bandsaw mill who comes in and cuts it into boards, and then I air dry it myself. And because you can't buy the live edge at a lumber yard because they square it up and cut it off, so that makes a unique piece. And my phone is 802-674-5580, and email address is wilsonwoodwork@aol.com.
Do you have a website?
Yes, www.wilsonwoodwork.com.
My name is George Niles. My wife and I are potters from Dover, New Hampshire. My wife does a lot of natural animals and plants and decorations like that. I do more quick designs. You can contact us, George or Cheryl Niles, Dover, New Hampshire. The website is redhorsehillpottery.com.
Good afternoon. My name is Dick Hudnall. We're sitting here at the Centipede Fair. I am a photographer dealing both in darkroom, black and white primarily, and the digital realm. Throughout the last few years, I have trained under John Sexton, who was a workshop director for Ansel Adams, and I've had the opportunity to visit him and hone the skills in black and white printing. There's a conversation going on as to how digital has taken over as compared to working in the darkroom. Those skills are about the same, and the things that have changed over the time were the tools that we're now using. We used to use chemistry, now we use a computer to do basically the same type of manipulation on an image. We do a great deal of montages, combining multiple images. We do some creative work with some filters that have been added to Photoshop. This happens to be one of the new Photoshop filters that we picked up. For those who want to know, I'm very happy to not tell you. Sorry. It's a Fractilius filter. It only runs on a PC. It's very, very interesting to use and do. You can spend hours working with the filter. It is just absolutely great. We travel a great deal to photograph. We still carry a 4x5 camera. We primarily shoot black and white T-Max 100 process to film and print in a darkroom. Our work can be viewed online, and that's under Hudnall Images, HUDNALLIMAGES.com. We have black and white, color. Both Karen and I have been in photography for quite a while. We have a different view of the world, and happy to answer any questions via the website. Our work is customized to the point of if you would like it bigger or smaller, we can provide that capability. We mat, we can frame, and we do all our own work at the moment.
So I'm making a picture. It's gonna be okay what you're seeing. You know, lady needed to see. This is what it's all about, really. etiquette. It starts out kind of being a bottle or a vase shape, and then we'll put the spout on it, make a hand. Very close.
Would you explain about the speed also? So when I start, when I was centering the clay, I want the wheel to go really quickly, so I can get, so I can pull the clay up and get all the unevenness to the top. And then I was bringing it back down so I could be able to work with it, and then I want it into the center. So I'm watching for wobbling and seeing what it looks like, and then when I see that stop, I know that the clay is centered.
This is when the gourds come out of the garden. This is what it looks like. And this one has still seeds in it, so you can hear it. And then you scrub them usually with some warm water, bleach, and a pot scrubber, copper. And believe it or not, this is how smooth they come. It's almost unbelievable. It's like a silk. And then you can cut them, clean the inside. I put my design on, first of all, with a pencil. And then I burn it in with a special burner. And once that's done, you put your leather dyes on, and all of these here have been done with leather dyes. The leather dyes are nice because you can see right through, and all the marks or the beauty of the gourd actually comes through. It looks like leather. But if you paint them, you lose that. And every component is natural. The gourd is the oldest plant on the planet, and it's a vegetable. And all of these, this is natural. These as a vase is natural feathers. I also use to finish them on the top. This is a philodendron sheet from Florida. I soak them so that they're pliable. Same with the pine needles. And then once they're pliable, you can fit them around. You can shape them any way you like. Here's the philodendron sheet. It's really neat. This is really popular. But it's endless, really. I have a lamp in Living with Craft. I make buttons. I have birds. I have masks. There's a couple of masks there. So it's really a lot of fun. It's a great hobby.
Cotton and onion skin that we blended up. I did this in my Hollander beater at home, but you can do it in a kitchen blender. I have my mold and my decal. Hold them together, stir up the vat, and then I dip that in. A little shake to disperse the fibers. You let it drip. and then I cooch. This is just pressing off. Press, and then I'm just gonna, this water's gonna run right towards you here. Squeegee that a little. Okay. And then I snap it off. I'll take a little extra water off. Sponge. I'll take these little stamps. Stamp designs in. And take little
So the purpose of this is to have the kids get into what their parents do, since all the kids here are sponsored or their parents are crafts people here, and we so you can start doing this when you're 10 to 19, but it's basically to get them all set up for if they want to do this as a craft when they grow up.
I'm Jacqueline and I make cat toys. I'm 10. Okay. This is one of my cat toys.
Hi, I'm Adrian and I make enameled jewelry and copper wire jewelry, and all my stuff is over here, down here. I'm 12 years old and I've been doing excineration for 5 years.
I'm Dina and I'm doing chainmail, which is aluminum rings and rubber, so they all are stretch and flexible. This is all of my stuff that I've been doing. I've been in Next Generation for 6 years.
So I'm Clover and I sell all this, and I've been here for 2 years. This is my 3rd year and I'm 9. Okay, so I make candles and bookmarks and ornaments and necklaces and earrings.
Hi, my name is David Little. I work with Stephen Hayden here at Hayden Arts, and we collaborate on wrought iron and wood furniture. You can see here in our booth, we're doing a collaborative work with copper, wood, and forged steel. I'm an artist blacksmith by trade, and Stephen is a woodworker and multimedia artist, and we're having a great time making furniture and lighting and accessories, handcrafted, all here in New Hampshire. I work as a blacksmith using traditional techniques that are the same as they have been for thousands of years, and Steve works in wood, copper, and ceramic elements to make the furniture, different components and such. You can find us at the Winnipesaukee Forge in Meredith, New Hampshire. My website is irontable.com, and Stephen Hayden Arts is also located in Meredith, New Hampshire, and his website is www.haydenarts.com.
Hello, my name's Bill Butler, and I make jewelry. I've been a member of the League of New Hampshire Craftsmen from 1973. This is my 35th year at the Sunapee Craft Show, and I make a lot of jewelry with mythological themes and water images. I use a lot of stones, a dinosaur bone ring, for instance. And I make square rings, which I would suggest to everyone that they don't buy round rings, they buy square rings because that's the shape of your finger. Fits so much better. I have a store in Montpelier, Vermont, called The Artisan's Hand, and I have my website is natureandmyth.com, myth.com.
Hi, my name is Masha Hammond. I am a hand weaver of many moons. I have been weaving chenille and cotton clothing probably for 40 years now. I am one of the Vermont artists, and I presently live in Brookfield, Vermont. I have my work living in a permanent place in Woodstock, Vermont, in a store called Collective, The Art of Craft. So when I'm not here at this wonderful League of New Hampshire Craftsmen show, I am there, and you can find me there.
I'm Suzanne Connor, and I'm at the League of New Hampshire Craftsmen's Fair at Mount Sunapee. I'm a fiber artist, and I work in quilting, machine and hand quilting. This is my latest work, which is called Christina's Ocean. It was inspired by a customer. You can find me on the web at www.suzanneconnor.com, Suzanne, S-U-Z-A-N-N-E, Connor, C-O-N-N-O-R.com. Thanks.
My name is Cheryl Comiskey, and I've been doing glass for 39 years. I live in the Wolfboro area, and my phone number is 569-6439. I do fused glass, jewelry, stained glass windows, a lot of commission work, and I love what I do.
My name is Luann Udall. I've been a member of the League for about 13 years now, and my work is inspired by prehistoric cave art from the Ice Age. And I find powerful stories there. I really like making my work look like artifacts made by people that lived 15 to 30,000 years ago. And I find many of the things that they have gone through in their lives are being echoed in our lives now. And I realized this year that looking to this art is a way to look backward at where we've come so we understand better where we're going. My work is available in all the League stores. I also have a website under my name, Luann Udell, a blog that I write at fairly frequently because I'm also a published writer. And I find the writing and the artwork go hand in hand together. And you can contact me through my website or through the League.
Hello, I'm Victoria Elbrock, and I'm an English person that started to live here way back in the 70s. I've been in the League since 1982, and my theme now, having drawn England for years, has turned to trees. So I've been doing work with solar etching, which is a new green form of etching, and you can find me in Kittery, Maine if you look up on Google Victoria Elbrock. ELBROCH. Thank you.
Over in Northfield, close to Big Court. You lived there, you say? Yeah, back in the day. I had a shop at that time.